Andy Roddick offers insight into why Carlos Alcaraz seemed a little bit unprepared at the Laver Cup, shedding light on a surprising upset that had many tennis fans talking. But here's where it gets controversial. How could a player of Alcaraz's caliber, who has been on an incredible run, face such a setback? And this is the part most people miss when analyzing the event. The defending champions, Team Europe, saw their Laver Cup reign come to an abrupt end on the tournament's final day. It was Team World's Taylor Fritz who sealed the deal by winning the crucial match against Alexander Zverev. The overall scoreline read 15-9, favoring the team captained by Andre Agassi. A big reason behind this success for Team World was their perfect 4-0 sweep on the second day of the event, where Fritz notably defeated the world number 1, Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz's loss was striking. He was beaten in straight sets by Fritz, with the score 6-3, 6-2. This marked the first time Alcaraz had been defeated by Fritz in a tour-level match, catching many off guard. Despite bouncing back to win his next 2 matches for the Laver Cup, the initial defeat remained a hot topic among fans and analysts alike. However, Andy Roddick, former U.S. Open champion and respected commentator, believes there's a clear explanation for why Alcaraz stumbled. Discussing the situation on his show, Served Live in San Francisco, Roddick unpacked Alcaraz's intense schedule leading up to the Laver Cup. Let's take a moment to comprehend the whirlwind that has defined Carlos Alcaraz's past month, Roddick began. He highlighted how since April, Alcaraz has been constantly competing at the highest level, rarely taking a break. From the Monte Carlo Masters to the U.S. Open, Alcaraz has made it to nearly every final, about 9 or 10 in a row, including prestigious events like Rome, the French Open, Wimbledon, and several Masters 1000 tournaments. Roddick listed the highlights: Monte Carlo Masters champion, Barcelona Open runner-up, Italian Open winner, French Open champion, Queen's Club champion, Wimbledon runner-up, Cincinnati Open winner, and most recently, U.S. Open champion. 3 Grand Slam finals in that stretch, winning 2, and playing one of the greatest matches I've ever seen at Roland Garros. It was almost superhuman, Roddick emphasized. He continued, pointing out that after such a grueling schedule, Alcaraz had a short 2-week window off before the Laver Cup. No responsible coach or fitness expert would advise grueling 6-hour practice sessions during that brief break, Roddick asserted. This intense run inevitably meant Alcaraz wasn't at full physical or mental readiness when he stepped onto the Laver Cup court, explaining why he might have been a little bit unprepared. Roddick praised Alcaraz's decision to participate nonetheless. He could have easily opted out and saved energy for the rest of the year, he said. Instead, he showed up, even if it wasn't at 100%, and that alone deserves respect. He also questioned the surprise and disappointment from some fans about the loss to Fritz. This is a top player, ranked number 4 in the world, who has reached a major final and the Wimbledon semifinals this year, Roddick remarked. How can we be shocked that he beat Alcaraz? It's a reminder not to underestimate other elite players. Looking ahead, Alcaraz will kick off his Asian swing by competing at the Japan Open in Tokyo, aiming to capture his 8th title of the 2025 ATP season. His path appears favorable, but he faces possible encounters with tough rivals like Frances Tiafoe and fellow Laver Cup teammate Casper Ruud. Should Alcaraz advance to the final, there is a high chance of a rematch with Taylor Fritz, who enters the tournament as the 2nd seed. Fritz won't have an easy road either, with early challenges awaiting from players such as Gabriel Diallo and Tomas Maček. The real question now is, after such a phenomenal streak, how should Alcaraz manage his workload and expectations? Is pushing through to compete despite fatigue a sign of true champion mentality, or is it a risky choice that could hinder long-term performance? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with Roddick's assessment, or do you think there's more to the story behind Alcaraz's surprising Laver Cup loss?